So back in November then, we spent a few days with Kelly Harris of KDS and Lake Country Manufacturing correcting the Suzuki sways. We also applied some ceramic coating. We then got talking about how that kind of car is not typically the car you think of when you hear someone having Gtechniq Crystal Ultra Serum applied, an XO V4 or V5. So yeah, whilst we were doing that, we just got talking how it is an everyday car, it's kept on the drive, and it'd be a good idea to do a year-long diary on it. So that's what we're going to be starting off with today. So as I say then, we spent a few days down at Kelly's place at KDS, myself, Kelly and his guys, John Hall of Clean and Shiny also popped along. So whilst we were there, we applied Crystal Serum Ultra. If you don't know, that is a 7H hardness coating. You apply a second coat and you get 10H hardness, and that is your boundary layer basically. That resists swirls, scratches, and makes basically future cleaning a fair bit easier, or a lot easier should I say. And then on top of that, you apply XO V4 in our case. We was hoping to have V5, but it didn't turn up in time. So as you're watching this, hopefully V5 is out for you now. So we applied XO V4 on top, which is your hydrophobic layer as well, and also is another layer against scratches and swirls. Now, they do recommend to apply 2 coats of that, but due to time constraints, we managed to apply 1 coat down at Kelly's place, and then a couple of days later back at home, I applied the second coat. So they guarantee, as long as you go ahead with their maintenance program, 9 years on the Crystal Serum Ultra. You have to have it checked and maintained on an annual basis. And the XO V4 and V5 both give, I believe, 18 to 24 months guarantee on that. You know, that's what the protection should be on that one. So yeah, we're going to be testing this out, as I say, over the course of the next year. And thanks very much to Gtechniq as well for supplying us some products to do some maintenance. So we've got the citrus foam, citrus all-purpose cleaner, G-Wash, W6 iron and general fallout remover, and then finally C2 V3 liquid crystal. So we're going to be doing a monthly wash on this one. This is the first episode, so enough babbling on. We'll quickly get out there and see the results after just a single month. So as you can see then, the car's not too bad. It's just got a month's worth of general road grime on there. It's also worth mentioning in this video, we're not going to be touching the wheels. I'm going to let them build up some dirt, and we'll be testing out the iron fallout remover on them in a separate video. So I'm going to leave them a couple of months to get really, really dirty. Today, it's mainly just about giving a snow foam and giving it a quick wash, and just having a look at it after the first month. So as always then, I'm giving the car a snow foam first of all, so I'll go ahead and wash that. I don't do any rinsing beforehand. I've also mixed up the snow foam at a 10-to-1 mixture, so they do recommend, I think they say from 4-to-1 up to 10-to-1, so you know what, I'm going to test it straight at 10-to-1. It's what I use most snow foams at. And as you can see, it's not the thickest of products, however, it does cling around for a long time. I think I must have spent 8 to 10 minutes recording a load of B-roll, and yeah, this stuck around for that entire time. So unlike traditional snow foams then, which can be quite damaging to existing waxes and even some ceramic coatings, the W4 citrus foam is a pH neutral formula that will remove hard shift grime without affecting any wax or coatings on your car whatsoever. Here we can see a few shots that I've grabbed just to take a quick look at the sheeting and beading immediately after just blasting off the snow foam. So at this stage I've still not washed the car, and you can see some of that coating behaviour has come back to life just simply by applying the snow foam, letting that work away and removing the light layer of traffic grime and dirt on the car. So the reason W4 is called a citrus foam then is because it combines an effective citrus degreaser with extra foaming agents as well, which makes it tough on road grime and bug splatter, and as I say, it can be diluted up to 10-to-1. use it through a foam lance, and you can also use it in a pump sprayer, which no doubt we'll be trying in future videos as well. So make sure you subscribe to keep an eye out for that. So a couple of tips on snow foaming then, if you've never done this. As always, use a dedicated snow foam lance if you can. As I say, this can be used in a pressure sprayer, but a foam lance will always give you best results and the thickest foaming options available. And also make sure you're doing it out of direct sunlight, and that applies to any chemicals you're putting onto the paintwork. When you're loading up either your pump sprayer or your foam lance, put in your water first and then apply the solution after. It avoids any unnecessary suds and foaming within the bottle, and you can just give it a little swirl around to mix up the solution. And then when you go to apply it to the vehicle, leave the foam then to dwell for 3 to 5 minutes, and whilst that's happening, either get your rinse buckets ready or just go around with a little detailing brush and getting all the nooks and crannies. On this one, as I say, I've not really done it, I've not had the time. That'll be coming in the next video. Following the snow foam stage, we then went on to wash the car with G-Wash. I'll be covering this in a dedicated video again in the coming months. Anyway, quickly whip around the car, and as you can see in some of these shots I'm just going to overlay for you now, the beading and sheeting behaviour was exactly as it was a month before when I left Kelly's down at KDS. Just absolutely phenomenal. The rate that water beads off this is just crackers, and as you can see on the front wing here, it's practically bone dry. You know, dried it off with a blow dryer afterwards, but it's practically dry. If you just want to use a drying towel, you're going to be safe. There's so little water on the car that it's just going to be a few parts, and yeah, that's it. So very, very impressed with this coating so far, a month in. So yeah, make sure you all subscribe to this channel, just see how we get on with this. As I say, it's going to be a year-long diary. Anyway, let's wrap this up and we'll get back into the garage for some final thoughts. So there we go then guys, that's the paintwork back to as good as the day it left Kelly at KDS. But of course it's going to be, it is just a month old, but as I said at the beginning, this is going to be a year-long diary. So anyone who's looking at getting the car professionally ceramic coated and you might have any questions about durability, this series is going to basically cover that. As I say, this car is a daily car, it's kept on the driveway, so yeah, this is real world situations. I've got a bunch of other Gtechniq products to try. As I say, today we only went with the citrus foam and the G-Wash, just to give it essentially a maintenance wash that you guys will be doing from week to week. The other products we're going to be using, obviously over the next few months, over the next year in fact, we will be doing a bit of a deep dive into each of the products. So as I say, thanks to Gtechniq for sending these out, and again, hopefully you'll learn a little bit about these products. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, then don't forget to smash that like button. If you want to see how this series progresses, then make sure you subscribe as well. Just click this icon just here. And yeah, don't forget to check out the KDS visit. I'll put a playlist here as well for you. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.